Ladies and gentlemen, Will here with Garage Gym Guru in the Living 10 Strength Garage, and it is flipping hot today because it's summertime, and where I live, it's extremely hot. So, if you hear fans in the background while I'm giving the overview of the gym, that's why, because it's friggin' hot. So anyway, welcome to this day, the channel, Will with Garage Gym Guru, and this is the Living 10 Strength Garage. If you've never joined me before, I appreciate you joining. Please subscribe, hit the like button. If you've been here before, you're gonna see some of this stuff that you've seen before, but otherwise there's a lot that's new in June of 2023. So, as always, stay tuned and let's get into it. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into this now. I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna show you the whole gym. I built this gym all by myself, painted the walls, put everything on the walls, built all the equipment myself, and I will tell you, it's a pain in the ass by yourself. So if you have friends, which I don't, I guess, have them help you, because if not, this shit is a lot to put together. So let's go ahead and start over here. So we got two different benches from Rogue Fitness. One we have with the flat bench with the Rogue Fat Pad, Thomas Fat Pad, which is awesome. Shout out to him. Fantastic equipment. I love it. I love this bench. If you don't have this pad on your bench, get it. The next one is the adjustable bench. This is the older version by Rogue Fitness. I have not switched out to a new one because I really don't need to. I've had this thing for probably 7 years now, and it looks and works just like it's new. It's fantastic. If I were to get a new one, it's just going to be because I want a new one, and I'd have to sell this. But otherwise, it's great. You will see some fans. Those are the fans I'm talking about. They're very loud, but it's very fucking hot in here. So, hopefully you can hear me. I got some flags up here. Yes, you will see American flags once again, and if you don't like that, just moving along. Same thing with the law enforcement flags. I am law enforcement, and I am not ashamed at all of that. I'm very proud of it. So, you'll see some of that. Now, this is behind the curtain we do not talk about. That is the actual garage. Anything I don't want in the gym goes behind there, and my family, we just don't talk about it. So, over here, we have a couple bars. These are by Synergy. I utilize these bars mostly on the Titan Fitness version 3 Preacher Curl bench right here, which is fantastic. I love it. It's a new version. I did a review of this. All this stuff you see in this gym, pretty much all this stuff, you're going to see that you can go back to my YouTube channel and you're going to find a video of it. But they get new padding on these. They're really great. They're grippy and everything. So back up to the Synergy bars, we have a super curl bar, tricep bar, and then a regular curl bar. I like Synergy's smaller bars. They have a good variety. Get different colors and everything. Are they the best quality? No, I'm not going to say they're the best quality. There are other qualities out there that are better, or better companies, but they're really, really good for what they're for. Yep, another one. I only say that because somebody looked at one of my reviews one time. And he said, you got enough American flags? I said, nope, I don't. Be proud of who you are. All right, so coming over here on top, you'll see we have some of these little plates here by Rogue Fitness. I just like them for decoration, and I will use them once in a while, but not very often. I did get these for something else, but I use them once in a while. All right, so every good gym and home should have a wall control panel, a couple panels up, because these things are great. I did not put these into the studs. They are actually in the drywall. They give enough of them, and it is held up over many, many years now. Knock on wood, son of a bitch. I don't have any wood to knock on. We'll find wood. Anyway, so going over here, we just have some different things. A couple bands by Rogue, not bands, but the straps right here. I'll use these straps along with these. These are grip devices. Utilize these for mostly for my tricep push downs, anything on my lat pull down machine that I want to use it for. A bunch of landmine attachments by Rogue Fitness. Mag grip for lat pull down low row as well. And more landmine attachments by Rogue Fitness. This one's just cheap. It came from Amazon. The wall control is fantastic. You'll see bands over here. Those by Rogue Fitness. Bandel hook and loop. Below this is the dumbbell rack. This is by Rogue Fitness as well. You'll see I like Rogue Fitness. On top of it, before we get to the dumbbells, my understanding this company doesn't, these squat wedges came from a company. They're not open anymore, but I like them. They work good. On top of here, these are car jacks that I bought. I used to use these for the landmine. And also what I use them for now is, let's say I want to put one of these curl bars that are not rackable. This makes them rackable. Put it on top of here, spread them out, and you can put the weights and it doesn't topple over on you. That's what those are for. Below is a bunch of dumbbells, hex dumbbells, rubber dumbbells, whatever you want to call them, by Rogue Fitness. They go anywhere from like 15 to 65. the great dumbbells by Rogue. I've had them for a very, very long time. They're fantastic. Coming over here, just a couple other things. A seat that's not by Rogue. It's by like Gold's Gym. I just painted it up. Different things over here. You will see this little storage rack that I got from Amazon. It holds my belts. I have a belt by SBD, a couple by Rogue Fitness. I don't wear belts a whole lot. I actually found my back feels better without them. And I do not lift heavy because my joints don't like it as I've gotten older. And that's fine with me. A little whiteboard, blackboard, whatever you want to call it. I don't use this to put my workouts on. Actually, I use this to show where each attachment needs to go on my rack. Just makes it a lot easier. And across, that's actually the hot water heater. It just got a Rogue banner over it, so it doesn't show the water heater. I like it. Along here, we have this from Titan Fitness. And this is for like landmine. This is another piece. This is for Yes For All, for landmines also. A couple different things. Over here we have the wall of bars, as I like to call it. I'm not super happy with this, how this looks right now, because they kind of look a little jumbled, but it's what I got for right now. So on top is the CB4 bar by Rogue. Then we have an Ohio Power bar. This is the third one. The red one is a cap barbell, and that is just for using for my landmine, so I don't mess up my good bar. It's a beater bar. Below that is Band Bell, the Earthquake bar. We then have a Rogue Fitness Rackable Car bar, 2 Elite FTS bars, and of course the Kabuki Strength Cadillac bar. Like I said, you can pretty much see a review of all these bars. I did not do a review of the CB4 bar because I did one of the Duffalo bar by Kabuki Strength a while back, and they're pretty similar, guys. Although I will say I do like the Rogue Fitness one better. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe I'll do a review on it. If you want to see that, let me know. All right, so let's pan out here so you guys can see the best part of the gym. And let me turn off these other lights so they do not, there we go, maybe we can see better that way. This is the rack. Now, if you've watched any of my other reviews or my tour of the gym, you'll notice that I got rid of my lat pull down and my T-bar row individual pieces. I wanted to go for a rack. I doubled this rack up. It's actually 2 RM3 racks, I believe. And I put them together to kind of make 3 racks in a sense. So let me show you how this works. So in the middle here, you notice it's like one full rack. Now this is where I put the attachments, like as far as, and I'll show you the attachments, you can actually see them over there. I'll do bench press, shoulder press, all the normal stuff you would do with a rack. That's what I do right there. Then coming over to the left here, the rack is set up now for this. This is the Rogue Fitness Pritchett pad. There is a review on this that's just put up. It actually lays straight down. Great, great piece. I utilize this on this part of the rack. Coming down, this is the Titan Fitness. Their Titan series of the leg curl leg extension, and this thing is, I love it. It gives you what you want in such a small space and hooks up to the rack. I don't have to take any of this stuff take any of it off because of the way I've designed my rack. Down there is a Rogue Monster landmine attachment. Coming across in the middle of the rack, we've got a bunch of the J-hooks. One is by Ghost. Now what I use that for is the CB4 bar. Coming across, you can see some other things, obviously. Other J-cups. Coming down, you'll see these are the Rogue Fitness hex plates. These are the urethane plates. I've had them for a long time. I love them. I did a review on these compared to the 6-shooters. Personally, for me, I love these. Now, if you are a person who deadlifts a lot, you're not going to want these, but I don't deadlift with a bar because of my back. I actually deadlift with my GOAT attachments, which I'll show you in just a minute. Down below this is the kettlebells by Rogue Fitness. These are competition. You say, why do you get competition? Do you compete? No, I don't fucking compete, but I like the way they are. If you're going to get kettlebells, get what you want. These are great. I will use these for squats and for deadlifts as well. Coming across here, this is kind of a little storage area. Now this is the Versa Spot. These are for dumbbells. It's like a safety squat for a safety bar for your dumbbells. You put your dumbbells on them, so that way you don't have to lift them off the floor. You can pick them up just like if you're doing a regular bench press. There is a review on that too. In the middle, you're going to see monolifts by Rogue Fitness and safety bars by Rogue Fitness as well. On the ends here, these are 2, you'll see the Stray Dog. These are by Stray Dog. These are the GOAT attachments. I bought 2 of these and I use them as lever arms. I love them. I will use these for deadlifts and squats, bench press, shoulder press, everything. I think they're great. Now what I attach to these are actually Rogue Fitness, these are for individual pull-up bars. They're great because the knurling on them is fantastic and they work out great for this. I also have up here the other two that are angled for pull-ups. So coming across this area, this is the Rogue Fitness, the slinger. And the slinger I have comes down and it's actually attached to the Buffalo Bully glider, which, guys, if you have a slinger by Rogue, and even if you don't, you want a lat pull down, look at this company's website. This is the one for the slinger. See how it has this piece here? I did a review of this as well, and I'm very happy with this. This is like having a actual lat pull down low row on your rack. Then of course it's attached to the seat, low row, and of course a post for your knees. All in one. I don't ever take any of this stuff off. You'll notice I actually have it bolted, but because of the way that I set this rack up, I don't have to take any of this stuff off and find a place for it, except for, of course, these attachments. I like keeping the front of my rack empty at the start of my workout. That way I don't have to move a bunch of stuff out of the way that I'm not using that day. I just grab what I need, put it up, and when I'm done with my workout, everything gets put back. And of course, at the end here, you will see a punching bag, the 40-pound punching bag for my son and I. So we, when I want to practice striking, kicking, stuff like that, I can utilize this bag for it. So let me come back out. That is the Monster rack. Now originally I was just going to give you guys a tour of the Monster rack, but there's been so much that's changed in the gym, I decided to give you everything. So once again, look around. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. There you go. Oops, don't talk about that area right there. And coming across. Anyway, guys, appreciate you joining me, and as always, live like a 10.